All right, Buffalo. Let's do this. Our first off season. We'll get a glance at what this team looks like, and my biggest fear, and if we chose Winnipeg, we would have had the first overall pick. My biggest fear is signing with one of these teams and then immediately having one of our top players leave. But we'll see what happens as Brad Marchand retires as a member of the Canucks organization, which is goddamn hilarious. Got the William Karlsson up there. Monahan's gone. Philip Dano. Defensively, Morgan Riley's gone, amongst numerous others. Goalie-wise, Allmark. Gibson. Man, Allmark was still in Boston like that entire time. That is insane. Criminy. Mark Scheifele, now Winnipeg Jets. Not now Winnipeg Jet. Now a head coach after retiring as a Jet, if I'm not mistaken. So, might be a Winnipeg Jet. Becomes the head coach of the team, you never know. Let's see what our GM can do in terms of the drafts. See if we can end up with anybody half decent here. We have the 30th overall pick. A low elite went 2 picks before. We get a medium 9 named Horkoff. Probably the son of Sean. 3rd round, a medium 6 defenseman, Martikainen. It's not awful. Another 3rd rounder, a low 6 forward named Rivera. Not doing too well in terms of steals here. Melnick, who is terrible. And Vitali, who is terrible. Couple of picks in the 5th round. Jansen, who is terrible. And Clancy, who is terrible. God. 6th round. Vijay, who is terrible. 7th round. Nugent Hopkins. Terrible. And a low elite went to Vancouver right after. Turns out the Sabres still don't employ a scouting department. That's a little bit scary. Also losing some coaches here, so hopefully some good replacements are brought in. Oh boy. All right. The final day. Let's get a look at our team for the first time. In goal, Devin Levi making $11 million. We do have almost 8 available, but Jesus Christ. Defensively, we're losing. Oh, God. So it's Dahlin and Power, and then nobody else, man. Strubl's good. But Dumba, Coughlin, McIsaac are all gone. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We might have screwed up. We might have picked the wrong team. Forward-wise, we're going to be losing Alex Turcotte. We do have Thompson, Benson, Demidov at the top. Michael Carcone's going to be leaving. Gavin Hayes. Oh, your AI GMs love trading for defense. Well, they're going to have to, unfortunately. So we do lose a couple of players, but maybe, just maybe, in free agency, they'll make a smart play. Well, they're not making a smart play for any of the big names. We approached anybody. Jack Drury. Going to spend $3 million on Jack Drury. And Anthony Honka. Hey, Lucas Reichel, welcome back, buddy. Oh, God. 2 second-round picks for Reichel, a 6th and a 7th. Jesus God. Well, reunited with Lucas Reichel, now in the Eastern Conference. We are trading a defensive prospect named Davies for a 4th-round pick, basically. A 3rd, a 4th, and Melnick for a 3rd and a 5th. I don't know why, but okay. Horkoff for a 7th. Sure. Not exactly the trades I was hoping to see from our general manager right now. Martikainen and a 3rd for a 4th and a 6th. Oh, God. Carpentier for a 7th. If you're a half-decent prospect, the Buffalo Sabres don't want you. That's a good trade for us. A 5th and Vitali for a 3rd. That's not too bad. Anything else, or is that it? God help me, what is this team going to look like at the start of the year? Is it though, Tom? Is it? It might be. I missed whatever the discussion is. All right. Well, our first season at the helm of the Buffalo Sabres, and before the season gets started, we're going to be adding Nikita Okhotyuk for a 4th-round pick from Montreal. Here comes the defense as we get reunited with Alex Vlasic for a 3rd, although he was dropped from the team. He never played a game for us while we were the GM in Chicago. But Alex Vlasic is there as well. Right. Right. All right, what does our team look like then? We have left Chicago. It is our 3rd team as a coach. We have Zach Benson, Tage Thompson at 33 years old, and Ivan Demidov. Isaac Rosen, Peyton Krebs, and Lucas Reichel. Noah Ostland, Cole Bumgarner, and Prokhor Poltapov. Yuka Koivisto, Anton Wahlberg, and Jacob Perreault. A healthy scratch of Graham Clark as well for forwards. Defensively, Rasmus Dahlin and Jaden Struble, Owen Power and Anthony Honka, Nikita Okhotyuk, and Kalle Odelius. Healthy scratches of Isaac Beliveau and Alex Vlasic. The goaltender, Devin Levi, and Topias Leinonen. It's not bad. It probably is weaker on paper than what we had in Chicago, but as we know, that doesn't mean a damn thing. Defensively, we got to go with the Power and Dahlin combination. We just have to. Honka and Struble, and then Okhotyuk and Odelius. That works. It's not too bad for chemistry purposes either, for whatever the hell that's worth. The answer is nothing. When it comes, actually, hold on to the defense. Beliveau would increase it to a +2. Let's get Beliveau in for Odelius. And that'll be the change there. So Isaac Beliveau is going to be playing. In terms of the forwards, no real reason to put in Graham Clark. Koivisto, by the way, a low elite 20-year-old forward. Yuka Koivisto. Do we have anybody else with good potential? Cole Bumgarner's okay. And then obviously like Demidov. I don't think Bumgarner's going to get too improved at this stage. Are all of these guys second liners? No, they're not. So we're going to put Koivisto and Bumgarner on the second line to try to up their value here. I might even put Koivisto with Thompson and Benson. Or maybe Thompson and Benson should be on different lines. I'm not sure. But that does give us a little bit more depth throughout the lineup, which is always nice. We'll have Ostland at center. Krebs at center. Koivisto was a 2nd-round pick. We'll put Rosen on the left, Bumgarner at center. And then Benson, Thompson, and Demidov. That looks fine to me. You know, it could be good. I mean, that top line could be outstanding, or it could be shit. I feel like there's going to be no in between. but it could be okay. AHL-wise, we do have a couple of guys down there. Vasilevsky, Patolny, an 81 overall dude named Asher Torres. So it looks like we have a little bit more of a system put together than what we had in Chicago because we fucking traded away everything. So maybe, just maybe, we will actually do okay. Now, allow me to watch. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's, let's see. Play is ongoing. Okay, here's my takeaway. Here's my takeaway from this. I won't watch the full thing. As Tom noted here, this is apparently a 4-game suspension, right? So he's pissed about something, rips him down, and then just starts punching this kid in the face. Here's my takeaway, right? So right here, 1, 2, 3 quick punches. I still don't see a referee. Punch number 4, still no referee in frame. Here comes a player to defend. Still no referee. Still no referee. Still no referee in frame. Finally, you see a ref's helmet. My brother in Christ. It took you 6 seconds? That's my takeaway. He's right there. There's a ref right there. That's my takeaway. I don't know who this is. You should be fucking sued for negligence. All you did was hold your arm up to say penalty. Fucking get in there, you pansy. Holy shit. So yeah, as much as it's like, all right, what the guy did is ridiculous to just be fucking destroying people with right hands like that and essentially jumping a guy. Wow, did that referee... Wow. That's my response. Anyway, our first season in Buffalo, 1 of 3. I hope this works out, because if not, we might be jumping to Snipes' flashback roster sooner rather than later. How will our first season in Buffalo go? Again, this is a team that made the, I was going to say Western Conference final, because that's what we're used to, but made the Eastern Conference final last year, lost in 6 games. I would like to think now we're not going to be immediately trash, because I'm now the coach of this team, but we all know that's kind of how this game works sometimes. As a good AI team, you're in control of them, and then all of a sudden that team sims like shit. That is nothing new. We did also choose this team over at least one other in-division rival in the form of Boston. So, we'll see here. 11's 1. Still too early to judge just how good we're going to be. We will stop on December 1st, or a little bit after. 13-9-1. That's not too bad. It's not amazing. It's not too bad. Isaac Rosen being our leading scorer is concerning. Levi only has a 903, which is a disaster. Power and Darlene haven't been particularly effective together. Oh boy, this is what I was worried about. I'm going to put Koivisto on that top unit. Put Demidov with Bumgartner and Rosen. Just to mix things up. We got some underperforming star players, which is not anything new to what we're doing here. Meet the new team, same as the old team. Tom, take it easy, by the way. Catch you later. goodness. Isaac Beliveau gets hurt, which is fine. He's probably our worst defenseman. Prokhor Poltapov gets hurt as well. Belivau's healthy, but to be honest, I'm just going to leave him out of the lineup for now. Still over 500. Poltapov is back. We need to take out Graham Clark for him. Prokhor, welcome back to the team. 2/5 for a 4th and defenseman, I believe, Case McCarthy. Sure. Oh God, assistant GM, best roster. You know that's going to fuck with stuff. And it was indeed Case McCarthy. All right, now's a good time. Nearly the halfway point of the season. Let's take a look. And see how we're doing. Devin Levi is not doing well at all. Leinonen, you're in. I need you. I need somebody to play good defense here. Obviously, our line combinations have been affected. Let's see. So we have, to kick it off, Rasmus Dahlin, who I was looking at to be incredible. To be honest, he's not exactly amazing. There's Jaden Struble as well. I left Chicago by choice. Owen Power has been worse than Jaden Struble. Anthony Honka has been our best defenseman so far. Nikita Okatyuk has not been particularly good. And then Case McCarthy hasn't played much, but has looked okay when he has. Isaac Beliveau has not been great. And then Alex Vlasic has yet to play. It's going to be Honka and Dahlin. Power and Struble. Okatyuk. Case McCarthy. We'll give him a chance. Give him a chance. As far as the forwards are concerned, let's see, when Graham Clark has played, he has been okay. Let's see, Jacob Perreault has been all right. Anton, don't call him Mac Wahlberg, has also been okay. Jukka Koivisto, who spent time in the top 6 this season, has looked pretty good, honestly. Poltapov, who has missed time due to injury, has not been particularly amazing. Noticing a theme. Noah Ostlund has been pretty decent. Cole Bumgarner has been our best player that we've seen so far. Isaac Rosen, again, last we knew was our leading scorer. He has been our best player so far. Peyton Krebs, not particularly amazing. Not awful, but not amazing. Lucas Reichel, because we just couldn't leave him behind. I wish we did, though, because he's still as mid as ever. Demidov. He has been one of our biggest underperformers so far. Nighthawk, we missed the playoffs in our last season in Chicago and then left. Tage Thompson has been mid. Chilson as well. What's up, man? And Benson has also been pretty bad. Right, so our best players so far this season have been Rosen, Bumgarner, and Krebs. From there, it is Koivisto, Benson, and Ostlund. Thompson with Demidov and Reichel, Perreault, Poltapov, and Wahlberg. Let's see. Third line. We'll run Tage Thompson at center still. That's fine. Second line. Benson, Ostlund, Koivisto. And then it'll be Baumgartner with Rosen and Krebs. Chelsea, I wouldn't say. I don't know. NHL still has some advantages in terms of franchise, but FHM is the more complete product. We went from Haig to Tage, yeah, and both are equally as disappointing. But we do have a winning record right now. We optimize a little bit. We are close to the Bruins. They have quite a few games at hand. Another team that we could have gone to, of course. Let's see how the next little bit goes for us here. Some players who are upset about ice time and performances. Nothing we're really worried about right now. Matt Dumba. No reason to not claim him. He'll end up in the minors, but that can only be a good thing for us. So welcome in Matt Dumba, who was on this team last year, and then they chose not to re-sign him. Bogdan Vasilevsky got hurt. What we can do about that? All right. Well, February 7th, we are in second place in the division. Detroit absolutely running away with it. 73 points on the year. We are in a three-way tie with 56. Neck and neck with the Bruins as Benson's over a point per game. So clearly we have been in much better form. So we'll get ready to take on the Blues again, the team that we started this little coaching carousel with, a team that I would have gone back to had they left open an offer. They did not. They wanted nothing to do with me. As Cole Baumgartner is hurt on the day that I will turn 38 years old is when he'll be back. That's horrifying. Christ. All right. Let's see. Baumgartner is back. Graham Clark had been playing as our top center. Still younger than Deacon Crash. That's true. That's true. Season tickets not looking good, but hey, it's Buffalo, so tickets never look good, even if the team's all right. Hey, got him. That's right. I sign up to be the Buffalo hater because everyone else just hates on teams like Arizona. So I'll be the Buffalo hater. Again, trade deadline, we don't worry about it anymore because nothing ever happens, so it is what it is. Blake Lizotte. We'll claim him off of waivers too. Why not? As Anton Wahlberg suffers a mild concussion. Joke's on you, there's no such thing. Marcus Pettersson. 35 years old. He's got 1 year left at two. I have to accept it. Fuck. I wish I didn't because that's a terrible contract, but we do have to accept it. It's brutal. All right. Let's get Graham Clark out of there for Wahlberg. And right now, we are still on pace to make the playoffs. Even though I'm having to run Tage Thompson the third line, we'll be claiming Ryan Donato as well. So at least the AHL team is going to be boosted up for the playoffs. Christ. Let's see, Nikita Hatyuk is ready to go. I am afraid to change anything about the Lions because it's gone pretty well for us. Although we can put Levi back in instead of Leinonen just because they've been about the same, and Levi, in theory, gives us a better chance. He responds by losing 3-4 games in a row. Okay, April 1st. We are currently in a wild card spot. Now with no guarantees of making the playoffs. Because Devin Levi is not him. I'm going to get Leinonen back in for now. I don't know who the hell the starter is going to be. It's probably going to be Levi if we were to make the playoffs. We need to start winning games. Just 3 in our last 10. Ottawa is a win. New Jersey is a win. Closing in on a playoff spot, perhaps. The Islanders, it's a win. As the Sabres picking up some momentum. Will it be enough? Let's get Beliveau out of there for one Case McCarthy. We got Montreal next, who are ahead of us in the standings. The Buffalo Sabres are playoff bound. Our first season in Buffalo. Again, it is a team that made the Final Four last year. That's a bad injury for Jukka Koivisto. So we beat Chicago. Oh my God, we're up into second place. If we win this last game against Montreal, this is very likely for home ice advantage in a series, unless the win means Toronto jumps, which means we'll lose, so we don't have to worry about it. No, we did win. The Buffalo Sabres will play the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Stanley Cup playoff. Oh, God, we got to play Austin Matthews. Well, at least we made the playoffs. But it does mean running into the buzzsaw known as Austin Matthews. Damn. But it is nice to be in the postseason here. 49 wins. As we get a look here at the scoring, it was Benson and Rosen. The only two guys who weren't overly disappointing. I mean, Thompson, only 62 points. It's pretty rough. Again, just general scoring. Nobody destroying worlds, but everybody contributing. Which is just how the sim works in this game. 40-point seasons for both Power and Dahlin, which is good. Case McCarthy has made the case to start over Isaac Beliveau. The goaltenders. Topias, congratulations. You're going to be the starter in the playoffs. You were significantly better than the $11 million man, Devin Levi. So congrats to Topi. You're going to be in. We need you. Desperately, desperately. However, oh God, of course, Pasternak and Rebroik were the dynamic duo I've been searching for. You know how goddamn annoying that is? Do you know how goddamn annoying that is? Let me guess. He's on a line. Man, Anaheim would have been a good place to go. Let me guess. He's on a line with Cousins and Frank Nazar. Oliver Moore developed 4 more abilities. Nightingale developed a big tipper. The second I leave, that top line actually starts playing like a great top line. And Nazar developed gold face-off. Gold quick draw. I hate it here. I'm telling you. Players will do differently just because they're on your team. Because obviously in this reality, they didn't change. Well, they might have changed coaches, but fuck's sake. That is so annoying.